welcome to my family crypt, guys. This is where I come when I really need to just wipe the slate clean. I was riding Hades here. Hades is my horse, but he's run away. I don't know why. I may have whipped him a little hard, but I didn't mean to. So hopefully he's going to come back and forgive me. Anyway, so this is the family crypt, and I come here when I really just need to connect with my ancestors. Obviously there are a lot of souls around us today, and I can feel that. And they'll be helping us today get to the bottom of your question. And I have had a kind of channeled message through for the collective about what it is you may want to know about today. And the question of the reading we're going to address is, what transformations are coming? It's just going to be a two-pile card reading today. This is because I'm going to be channeling for each pile one of the two St. Valentines that were brutally murdered in the 3rd century AD by a Roman emperor. So as you probably know, this is where we get the tradition of Valentine's Day from, but I'm going to be channeling them both today. They're also in this plot, so I'll be drawing their energies in for us today as we think about what transformations are coming. So that's just great. Now I'm going to do a little meditation for people to pick their card piles. If you want to go ahead and just skip through that and look below in the description box, you'll find timestamps for pile 1 and pile 2. But if you'd like to join me and kind of work through which pile, then please do so. Let's do a little meditation together now, okay? So I want everyone to close their eyes. I want you to imagine that there is a white light about 100 meters above your head. Connect into that white light, feel that white light going through your body, purifying you, cleansing you. It goes all the way through and about 100 meters down into the earth, and deep down, deep down, deep down, and into the core of Mother Earth, okay? So you're now connected from above and below. Keep your eyes closed. Let's take a deep healing breath in. And out. Just release any kind of judgments you may have, negativity, any kind of idea of what the outcome may be today, okay? So we want you to be open-minded about this reading. Right, so keep your eyes closed, and I want you to go into this tunnel of light that you have connecting you. And I want you to imagine yourself within this light, and just find yourself guided. You may see that the white kind of light starts to guide you, and you may see a staircase kind of coming before you in your vision. So this may be a crystal staircase, it may be a spiral formation. I'd like you to just start walking up this staircase, and as you're ascending, feel your body getting light as you enter the astral realm, okay? So keep your eyes closed, go into the astral realm. Don't be alarmed if your physical 3D form begins to shift at this moment. I often change form when entering the astral realms. Now at the top of this staircase, you'll enter a very, very dry, white, powdery place, okay? And you just want to carry on walking through, be guided by this light into this silvery lake in front of you. Now take one of your feet and just put your foot into the silvery lake, and just feel your body begin to dissolve into this as you become light. Put your other foot in and just slowly enter the silvery lake. Know that you can breathe underwater, so really immerse yourself. Put your head under, really get baptized by this light, okay? And now within this silvery light, in this lake, you'll see lots of particles, and these are actually lots of souls. This is the kind of soul stream where souls are sorted, and all these souls are around us now, and that's just wonderful. Thank you. Just be guided by them. Know that all of these answers you can access anytime yourself, and you may see this glowing orb at the bottom of this silvery lake. Now just go towards that and touch it. This is going to give you all the answers you need for yourselves, because you should never really rely on what I say to you. I'm just here to guide and reflect back. Now I'd like you to open your eyes. You're now in a wonderful moment to begin this reading, and I'll now give you your choice of card piles. So if you're drawn to this dagger, this is going to be pile 1, and there'll be a timestamp below, so you can go straight ahead to pile 1 for your reading, okay? Dagger is pile 1. But maybe you're more attracted to this slab of white marble. That's pile 2. So if you're attracted to this slab of white marble, look in the timestamp below and you'll find a link to go straight to pile 2. Okay, I'm going to go ahead with my pile 1s now. So, pile 1s, welcome. I'm going to start with my alchemical tarot deck that I actually drew myself, okay? So the first card out for you is the Tower. This is the alchemical tower furnace in my deck. And this is linked to the process of the greater dissolution and breakthrough from the nigredo into the albedo process of alchemy, okay? So the tower furnace is where transformation is started, and it's a supreme archetype for the death of the ego and the false spirit hidden within man. So psychoanalytically speaking, this is about trauma leading to a kind of growth and archetypal experience and a sense of change and development, a new sense of self emerging, and the change of dimensions spiritually, and also an end of old kind of constrictions and paradigms. It's this cataclysmic, life-changing event, and sort of like from this emerges this kind of new growth and this new self and progress. So it's this kind of moment in life where things just cataclysmically fall apart, but from the ruins of this comes enlightenment. So what transformations are coming from my pile 1s? I see that you have had this tower moment recently where something you were desperately clinging to has maybe shifted and fallen. But remember, with the tower, it's always these things that are based on false or unstable foundations that fall. So whatever it is that you've suddenly kind of gone through very suddenly and traumatically, this was something that was unstable anyway. So this is the universe's way of trying to kind of remove things from your life that you don't need and aren't serving you. So for my pile 1s, I can sense that you've had this sort of dark moment, and you're probably, or if not, you are about to go through this transformative stage, okay? Let's see what else we have for you. So the second card out, this is actually my favorite card in my alchemical tower deck. This is the Stars and Melusina. She is this kind of sea serpent goddess figure. And she is the alchemical process of purification by water. This is the second part of the albedo process. And from her breasts, these kind of energies of life-giving fluids of blood and milk are flowing into this water. You know, the water is the subconscious and the unconscious. And she was actually seduced by Beelzebub into practicing witchcraft. So she's got a sort of dark undertone also. But it's basically, and also she was descended from a whale in which Jonah actually saw great mysteries of the world from within the whale. So she was related to this whale. And she's an anima figure, analytically speaking, with aspects of Mercurius as well. And she sometimes appears as a woman and a serpent. But anyway, she really represents contact with the self, hope, optimism, new life and new possibilities. This is about shadow work and development of the self, where the self and the shadow are really in this kind of reciprocal relationship. So the more you do your shadow work, the more your self will emerge. And this is, you know, this hope. So I see for my pile 1s, you have had this traumatic crumbling happen in your life, but don't worry, because there is a good reason for this, and there is hope to be found within the ruins of whatever has happened, okay? So, let's carry on. So those are the cards from my deck. Now let's see what it is that needs to be transformed. What is this thing that you are clinging to that needs to crumble, my pile 1s, okay? Yes, so, oh, by the way, I'm going to link all of the cards, or I'll put in the description box who all the other cards are below, because I've got a mixture of other cards to clarify my alchemical tarot. This is Dali's card, and you have the Death card, and this is just basically to let you know that yes, there is this transformation happening. You know, death is all about wiping the slate clean. It's about rebirth. It can seem scary, but it's not. It's a necessary ending and a new beginning. So this is just further clarification that yes, you are going through this process where something is coming to an end, but don't worry, from that there will be this rebirth. But what is it that you need to let go of? That's the real question, right? What is it that is going to be let go of for you? And so this card, I can't remember off the top of my head who this is by. It's a new deck. I think, oh, it's the Opera Tarot by Linda Sutton, actually. But anyway, she makes her tarot all based around operas, and this is the Eight of Swords, which usually depicts this kind of woman in bondage. She's surrounded by swords representing her thoughts, and she's unable to free herself, so it's a self-imposed imprisonment. But in this deck, kind of interestingly, she portrays the Eight of Swords as the Madame Butterfly opera. So I'm sure you guys all know that this is about a young geisha who gets married to Lieutenant Pinkerton, who comes over knowing that this union could end at any time. And he leaves, and she's pregnant, and she sort of stares out to sea, longing and waiting and hoping for him to return. And eventually he does come back, but he's with his new American wife, and her child is then taken, and she ends up killing herself. So Madame Butterfly is really an opera about this woman who holds on, hoping and wishing on something, and it sort of creates this self-imprisonment. And so that's a very interesting take on the Eight of Swords. And I am getting some channeled lyrics through from from Nathaniel North. Chief Bushyhead's trying to get through as well. They're both trying to get through. These are my guides, by the way. Nathaniel North was a notorious Bermudian pirate, so he likes to give me the lyrics or the songs, and he's trying to get me to sing Madame Butterfly, this opera, but it's actually like a sample within another song, but no one needs to hear me sing opera, so I'm just going to give the lyrics, and I'll put a link to the song below, because you guys should check it out. But the lyrics that are really sticking out to me from this Madame Butterfly song are that I'll wait for you with unshakable faith, and he'll be back, I believe in this love track. Something along these lines. He'll come around just to stop my nervous breakdown. So yeah, this is a channeled song, just further kind of emphasizing this, and got to have something to believe in. And I just want to say, so obviously this is what you guys need to let go of. There's something or someone that you're kind of waiting for, hoping for, and it's creating this self-imprisonment. Maybe they are going to come back around, but they may be with someone else when they do. And also, if you need something to believe in, I would just suggest to my pile ones that that something should be yourself, okay? So I really see the transformation being that you're going to let go of this. You're going to take these 8 swords and you're going to use them to free yourself from this restrictive situation. You know, interestingly, again, with this butterfly theme, is that the butterfly is seen as the metamorphosis. A butterfly is actually the only creature that can totally goes through a metamorphosis, a total metamorphosis. You know, it's in its cocoon, it's dark cocoon, and it feels like it's kind of the end, and it's very still, and then the beautiful butterfly emerges. And as I'm saying that, I'm just noticing that I am wearing one of my this is a kind of totemic piece, but it's a Victorian butterfly wing. So, you know, this idea of transformation is really coming through. And I've started to do some channel drawings for you guys, and this is the channel drawing that came through for me today for you, and you can really see this woman in bondage here, and she just needs to free herself. I can see that maybe you guys have been in some kind of sadomasochistic relationship, perhaps, some kind of, I don't know, some kind of power struggle, perhaps, where you feel like you don't have power over your own sort of circumstances. But I would just urge you all to understand the power you do have within yourselves, and to really step away from whatever this negative situation is. And I think that is, you know, what you need to let go of. Let's carry on the reading though. So next out, I see these three came out together from the Intuitive Tarot. The Death card again, just further clarification, with the World, which shows the end of this kind of cycle. I feel like you've been in a cycle with someone where it's been not very healthy. And this cycle has kind of come to conclusion, and it's a happy conclusion. It's a kind of coming together, an end point for you where you are going to regain this kind of power and self-mastery. And I see you putting this energy with this 8 of discs. You're really putting this energy back into yourself and your work. I see my pile ones, you're going to have this brilliant transformation where you're going to use all of this negativity and make something out of it. You're going to, maybe this is the part, maybe you're artistic, maybe you're creative in some way, but I really see you channeling these negative experiences and finding self-empowerment through self-expression, okay? So that's coming through very clearly, that you must focus on your work and that this transformation is going to involve work. So that's lovely. Let's see, what else did you get at? What else did I get for you guys? Yes. Yeah, we've done those. Oh, so your last 2 cards, but I will pull some more just for clarification now. But your last 2 cards are the 9 of Pentacles and the 1 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is archetypally showing the single female. In Dali's deck, it's a man that is portrayed. Don't get hung up on energy, because male and female, we all have energy of male and female within us, you know? But it's just this idea of independence. I see someone increasing their wealth. I see someone really on a great career trajectory, and you're getting an offer that I feel is to do with your career. So I think as soon as you let go of this restrictive relationship that isn't serving you, you're going to start to see, and you put that energy into your work, you're going to start to see that things are manifesting for you. You know, the 1 of discs is all about manifestation in the 3D. So this is about your career and your finances and everything just kind of coming alive once you let go of this kind of thing that isn't serving you, this, I think, relationship. So that's all that I got from my cards when I shuffled earlier, but I'll just go ahead and shuffle some for you now, just to get some extra clarification on anything we need to know. My beautiful pile ones. What else do they need to know, guys? Should we just check the back of deck energy? Oh my goodness. Back of deck energy, guys. Can't make this up. It's the Death card. Here you see the traditional Rider Waite tarot deck has Death on his horse. And this is, again, just showing that you are in this process of transformation. Let's see what's behind Death in this deck. Oh my goodness. The 8 of Swords, guys. This is the traditional interpretation of the 8 of Swords, and here you see this woman in this kind of real bondage situation, but she has the means to free herself, okay? And let's just take a card randomly from the middle of the pack. Final message for my pile ones. The Knight of Cups. So maybe once you free yourself from this restrictive relationship, you are going to get this new offer, as where is it? As I said, you are going to get this new offer, which could be to do with something manifesting in the 3D that is financial or work related. But then when I get it with the Knight of Cups, which is about kind of romance, apology, someone coming forward with an offer, I'm thinking that this offer could be an offer from a new lover, a romantic offer. So that's on the cards too. Let's get another card just to see anything else for pile one. Anything else for pile one once they let go of this restrictive relationship? The 3 of discs. This is showing collaboration. This is showing a work environment kind of collaboration, or it could be a collaboration romantically. But I see this more as you working towards something with other people. So you are going to have the support of your kind of soul group around you, and you really need to draw on that at the moment. I'll just flick through the I Ching and get like a final message for my pile ones, okay? Final message for pile ones. As you know, you usually do this with coins, but I like to just flick through and land on a page and randomly read something for you. pile 1, what do they need to know? What transformation is coming? The well. Nice. The image of an old well that has been cleaned suggests that anyone, regardless of the degree of decadence to which he has succumbed, may still nourish others beneficially and thereby give meaning to his life, provided he will only develop himself to follow the good in an enduring way. Just as water drawn from a good, clear well is clear and pure, so must we hold to what is true and pure in our natures, and cultivate the water-like virtues of sincerity, simplicity, and serenity. In this regard, we are counseled to hold to the essential and let go of the trivial, so that we may avoid becoming entangled in issues that do not concern us. So again, I feel like this is just further kind of message from the universe to you, to hold to what is good within yourself. Think only of yourself. Don't entangle. It says entangle. Yeah. Do not entangle yourself in this kind of Eight of Swords energy where you're trapped. Be free. Go within. Find the answers within you. And take this as a meaning for this reading as well. You know, only take what resonates from me. You know all the answers within yourself, and remember that the best way to create the future is to predict the future. No, the best way to predict the future is to create the future. I always get that the wrong way around. But anyway, that's my motto, guys. So, that's everything I have for pile 1. Maybe I should do, actually, just one of these Work Your Light Oracle cards. Why not? It's Valentine's Day after all. So, pile 1. Final thing from the Oracle. Pile 1. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations and dreaming a new world into vision. This is what I'm telling you guys. You're definitely artists or creative sorts. And from this kind of state of change, letting go of what isn't serving you, you're birthing something new. This is a creative time. This is an exciting time. And you are going to be rewarded from the universe once you let go of what isn't serving you, you know? If you want something in life, it's usually because at some level you know you already contain it within yourself. If you're attracted to someone, it's usually because they have qualities within them that you also have, that you're attracted to. Unless it's a kind of twin flame situation where maybe they're like bringing up, highlighting aspects of yourself you need to work on still. But just know that whatever it is, you have it within you. Don't look outside yourself for these things. You have these things within. And once you start to really work on yourself is when you're going to attract all of these wonderful things. Even that person back into your life, should you wish, but maybe there's someone better. And you can just ask the universe, if not this thing, something better. The universe does work in this kind of way of equivalence, where if you want something but you're not going to get that thing, it will give you the equivalent or better in a different version that is going to serve you better. So just trust, pile 1, okay? Just trust. And for God's sake, free yourselves, okay? Free yourselves, pile 1. So that's everything I have for your Valentine's special. What transformation is coming? I'm going to go straight ahead to pile 2 now. Thanks, guys. Right. Pile 2. Just going into your energy. Nathaniel North. No, it's Chief Bushyhead. Nathaniel's always distracting me, sorry. Chief Bushyhead wants to congratulate you. I feel like pile 2, you've been through something, but you're feeling extremely happy at the moment. This is my happy. Pile 1 were very trapped. Pile 2 has a much happier energy, and yes, Chief Bushyhead is just congratulating you because you've manifested something for yourselves that's brought you great joy. And you know, it was hard work to do this, and I really am, I'm just feeling that. Yeah, so that's just a little extra message for you. So, pile 2. I'm going to start with my Alchemical Tarot deck. I drew this myself. And the first card out you get is the Death card, Death and Putrefaction. So in my Alchemical Tarot, this relates to the alchemical process of the Nigredo, which is the kind of blackening down of all the materials that are being used to create the Philosopher's Stone and the healing elixir. I mean, if you don't know about alchemy, you can look into it, but it's about how these base metals such as lead are transformed into the Philosopher's Stone, but they go through this very blackening phase where they're all kind of burnt down. This is the phase of the Nigredo. And this is about the self and the materials that are broken down and rotted so that the old self can be stripped away and allowed to return to the unconscious. And this is about the energies of the psyche turning inward and a necessary death of oneself and the old self as a rebirth and a kind of reconstellation of self. So, you know, death can seem scary, but it's actually about transformation, wiping the slate clean, new beginnings, regeneration. Think about a flower, it's kind of bloom and then it decays, the trees lose their leaves, butterflies emerge from their cocoons, and I am wearing my butterfly amulet, which is all about rebirth, okay? So yeah, that's your first card. So I can see that you're in this real rebirth, but I get a great energy from pile 2. So I think it's this like beautiful transformation. And now I'm thinking of metamorphosis. I feel like you're in some kind of physical transformation, pile 2. I feel like there's something kind of growing inside you almost. So this could be spiritual, this could be physical. I'm not sure yet. This is just the feeling I'm getting, okay? So let's go to the next card. You get the Judgment card. This is from my Alchemical Tarot deck. And this is all about the kind of alchemical process of fermentation and the removing of the restrictions and kind of transmuting this base metal of lead into the Philosopher's Stone and gold. And that all that was kind of blackened and destroyed in the alchemical Nigredo is now being revived. And this is kind of, analytically speaking, the growth of the psyche and a process of individuation and reintegration and kind of reviving of the self, really. It's about this kind of rebirth, you know. In all tarot decks, Judgment is about rebirth, but it's kind of this, analytically speaking, it's about a new life and a kind of call from the psyche to let go of restraints and reach for the heights and a kind of psychological self-awareness. So that's wonderful. So I see that you have been through this transformation and there is this kind of rebirth, you know. This is just wonderful energy, guys. So next out we have Celia Conway's Intuitive Tarot, and you have these two cards come out together, the Ten of Cups and the Empress. So whether or not you're a male or female, you know, energy is fluid and we are both male and female, but I just see that this is a very fertile time for you. This transformation you're going through is extremely fertile and could actually include a physical birth. You could be about to have a child. You know, this is the card of, the Ten of Cups is the card of a loving, happy family relationship, and it speaks of children, and it speaks of kind of these 10 cups overflowing with joy. And the Empress is all about fertility, womanhood, using the kind of feminine principles. It's about receptivity. It's about, you know, being receptive as Mother Earth is. Mother Earth is receptive to things that happen to her, rather than, you know, it's about this receptivity rather than kind of active energy. It's like receiving. You're in your receiving mode. You're in your divine feminine. Whether or not you're masculine or feminine, energy is energy, guys. You can have both within you. But you're really in this kind of mode of receiving. Maybe you're receiving knowledge. Maybe you're getting downloads from the universe. But I do see that some of you may have recently given birth, or you may get pregnant. So if this is something you don't want, I just urge you to be careful and use contraception. But with the Ten of Cups, I see that this is probably a welcome addition to the family. So if you are pregnant, congrats, guys. Next out, from Dali's deck, we have the One of Cups and the Four of Wands. Those who watch pick a card readings often will know that the Four of Wands is the 1111 card. This is the card of twin flame. But in this instance, I see this because it's with such lovely, beautiful energy that is not tumultuous. I see this as a stable, happy family home. It's about a homecoming. It's about a celebration, maybe a marriage, something of this sort happening. You're really feeling great and joyful, and it's this feeling of coming home, okay, this homecoming. Maybe some of you have just got out of hospital, have had a child, you're coming home and you're celebrating. I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the description box below. You also get the One of Cups, which is the cup of universal love. This is the cup of unconditional love. This is the cup of divine love. And this is just a beautiful energy. It's about new beginnings in love, new beginnings in life. It's the card of creativity. The right way up, it's just this over-brimming cup full of joy. So that's just wonderful. So my pile too, I can really see that whatever transformation you've been through is just going to bring you great happiness and new ideas, new life, a new life for yourself. Perhaps this is about the inner child, the child within, you know. This could be your inner child, reconnecting to your inner child. Sometimes the Ten of Cups is not about a physical child, but it's about your inner child, you know, that you might have neglected, and reconnecting to that, reconnecting to your childhood sense of joy, how you look at the world. Look at the world with fresh eyes, with the eyes of a child. You know, children see everything and they think it's beautiful and new, or they experience their emotions and they allow them to just kind of, they're sad one minute, they feel it, and then it shifts, and then they feel something else. So just try to go back to this kind of, this childlike innocence about life and what might be coming up for you. Thank you. Chief Bushyhead is again just blessing you and saying well done for whatever it is. And if you have had a new child, just know that you have a lot of spirits around you who are just looking after this child. Maybe you've had a difficult birth with some of the cards that came out first, but they just want you to know that yes, everything is going to be fine, okay? That's just a message, special channeled message from Chief Bushyhead, my Native American, he's Cherokee leader. That might just be for one or two of you, just that you need to know that well done, congratulations, and things are fine and they are divinely protected. So that's just lovely. The last card we have out is the Sun card. This is from the Opera Tarot. I have a description of all the tarot cards below. And this is the Sun card. And in this card, the author, the illustrator, she kind of looked at all of the tarot through operas, and I can't remember the Messiah opera. It's by Frederick Flanell, but this is basically showing Christ. I think Christ is shown as the Sun card, because the Sun card is often about well, in my deck, in the alchemical deck, it's about the Hieros Gamos. It's the sacred marriage of masculine and feminine. And the idea of this sacred union. It can be the twin flame card again. Maybe you are twin flames. You have had two possible twin flame cards, but this is the card of this sacred marriage that brings about this birth of this child. And the Sun, well, anyway, again, another card about sort of children, but the Sun card is also just about beautiful optimism, hope, joyful childlike celebration in the sun. All of the crows are going wild in the cemetery right now. They're just all piping up to say congratulations as well. I just feel like, and if you're not pregnant and have no desire to be pregnant, or you're of an age where you cannot be pregnant, then just know that this is about your inner child. Your inner child wants to come out and play in the sun. Your inner child wants to have some fun. And this is the transformation. You're going to let go of some of the kind of jaded cynicism of adult life, and you're really going to embrace, everything's going to be fun, everything's going to be play. Play like the children, you know? Oh, that was a little something from Nathaniel North, play like the children. I'll put a link to the song below in the description box if I can get the proper lyrics through from him, because just like little children. I'll link it below. Yeah, sorry. He's really, because I'm dealing with so many souls in this setting, the channeled messages have really kind of all over the place because I'm having to filter out a lot of noise. Obviously, because I am clairaudient, I can hear spirit. And so clearly in a graveyard setting, you know, the family crypt, we're going to have a lot of voices, a cacophony trying to come through for us today. So I just want to get a final kind of message for my pile twos. We'll take that. What transformations are coming? You have the Temperance card, which is all about balance. It can be to do with something that's taken a long time, you've been patient. It can be a bit frustrating, but try to just playfully, you know, it's about pouring this water between two cups, right? But try and do this with a kind of playful, fun, like, ooh, I'm just pouring this water, I'm balancing things out and rebalancing. I feel like you may have had some kind of traumatic thing happen and now you're balancing these energies within yourself. But this is also a deeply spiritual card, saying you are connected to source. This is, you know, for me, this is the silver stream, this is the silver lake, this is the mercurial pool of ideas and inspiration and just source energy. So source is all around you at the moment, guiding you, protecting you. And yeah, just have patience, things will come back into balance if life's a little hectic. Let's see, one last message. What transformation is happening, pile two? This is from the traditional Rider Waite. We have the King of Pentacles. So I see this very stable masculine energy in your life. So maybe you are a father, and this is about your relationship with your child. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone who is this stable figure, but it doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, and basically it's saying that there is going to be this manifestation. The King of Pentacles is all about something manifesting in the physical 3D planes. So that's lovely. So this energy is really just saying that that there's something solid coming. You know, there's a solid, stable home environment. You know, coupled with the Four of Wands. Where did that go? I feel like you just have a rock solid, stable family environment at the moment, and that's just wonderful. Okay, so whatever difficult time you may have gone through, I feel like there has been this strong support system around you. And if you're going through the difficult time currently, just know that this transformation is going to involve this real strong family vibe and this strong, you know, you have people around you, could be a father figure, or if you're not a father, or there's someone who's very stable in your life currently. Okay, and that's just really going to pull you through. If you need to hear that message is for you. I'll get a card from the Moonology deck for you guys. Oh, and I forgot to show you. This was my channel drawing for, don't worry, this bunny died of natural causes. I didn't boil him up, I promise you. But this is for my pile two. This is your channel drawing, and this is showing these kind of bones that are blooming into flowers. So again, it's this whole idea of life cycles, and I really do feel some kind of growth from trauma for this pile. Even if this is childhood trauma that's leading to growth, psychologically speaking, you know, there's a breakthrough, and there's a kind of new start coming for you. So that's just, and yes, so this bunny died of natural causes. I didn't boil him up for rabbit skin glue or anything like that, don't worry. And he keeps me nice and warm when I'm out here visiting the relatives. So yes, one more card for you from the Moonology deck. Let's just get a random Moonology card for my pile twos. Love this oracle deck. I really resonate with it. As we know, astrologically, there's a lot going on at the moment. Oh, you get confidence is your key to success. I feel pile two, you could be Leos, because you had the Sun card. You had, this is confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo, and didn't you have another Leo card as well? I can't remember. What did you have? But anyway, yeah, you could be Leos, pile two. I always get a strong Leo energy when I'm doing these readings. But yes, confidence is your key to success. Be self-confident. Know that you have all the answers within you. Don't take things from me if they don't resonate. All the answers you can possibly need are within you yourselves. And as I always like to say, the best way to create the future is to predict the future. Or the other way around. I always get it wrong, but it's my motto. Maybe one more, why not? It's Valentine's Day. Pile two. your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So that's just wonderful, guys. I just feel like for both of my piles, real positive energy today. So that's just lovely. I think it's all about self-love, self-belief, and trusting your own intuition, trusting source, and just going with the flow of life and trusting that there will be something there to catch you if you should fall or have any kind of issues. And really, a positive attitude is the best thing you can have in life, because, you know, thoughts become things, don't they? So you can manifest all sorts of negative situations for yourself, or you can look on the bright side. So I think that's a good place to leave it. My ancestors would like to thank you for watching today and remind you that if you like, comment and subscribe to the channel, you will get a chance to get a free personal reading from me. I'm doing a giveaway, one free personal reading each month. And thank you to all my new subscribers, by the way. I'm just sort of blown away by that. At the moment, Deb Zoid is on, I think I've said that right, Deborah, you're on the way to getting your free personal reading. You are my pick for the first pick a card reading, for the free personal reading, okay? So if you email me and just give me your details, I'll send that to you. I'm a bit swamped with other personal readings that are paid for, but I will get around to that, don't you worry. So yes, thanks everyone, and just love and light, and just, yeah, really go within, do that shadow work, and I will see you all, I'll see you when I see you. So thanks a lot, guys. Bye.